So let's just say you've established that you have a booking rate problem in your firm. I have a lot of videos on this, so if you have no idea what that means, I would go check those out. But here is how we track our book rates, show rates, close rates for our clients. Here is how we actually identify a problem, and then I'll tell you how to fix it. So this is an actual client scorecard that we use, and I've hidden the name, so we don't know who the heck this is. Let me make sure I've hidden the name. Yep, I've hidden the name. And so this was their tracking metrics, right? And this is when it started to get really good. There's a lot of data behind this that I've scrolled, like you can see the scroll bar here. There is more data this way, but I just want to show you how drastic a book rate problem can be and how quick it is to fix it. I haven't filled in the data here yet because this is where we are right now, but I know that it is at 65% right now. I've spoiled the story. I've ruined the ending. But here's what we do every week. We say you had 35 new leads, you had 22 appointments booked, 14 of them showed up, and you closed 2. So you had a 62% book rate, right? And you had a 63% show rate, and you closed 2 of them. I just keep track of the closing total at the bottom here, like cumulative over the course of this scorecard, right? So this is a really, really good week for this metric. We're only talking about book rate right now. 62% is solid. I like it closer to 70, but we're working on it, right? Nothing's ever perfect. So that was a really good week right here. Then this happened, right? We had 30 leads. Marketing was consistent. Good job to us, right? We had 10 appointments booked, and we had 4 people show up, and we still had a close. Good job, salesperson, right? Still got your close in there. 25% closing rate on the week. So this all of a sudden materialized, and this all of a sudden showed up. And now it's only 1 week of data, so I'm not a big fan of freaking out, but it was definitely on my radar. And what I did at this point was I said, I'm gonna start listening to some phone calls to make sure that something's not going wrong. Because what happened was in their CRM, which let me just, actually I don't have it on the screen. In their CRM, we started getting just kind of lazy notes. It was like, not qualified, not qualified. When before we were getting really good notes. I'm like, all right, something seems a little screwy here, but we're gonna continue to track. And so this is just a week's worth of data. This is actually done every single day by the client, and so I can see the trend on a daily basis. And so when this week started, I noticed that the same thing was happening, and we had a 33% book rate. We actually had a 100% show rate that week, which was fantastic, but that book rate dropped. Now at this point, what I did was I called up the firm owner and I said, hey, something's going on with the book rate, something's going on with the intake person. They seem to have given up. Now, what I didn't know in the background was that that person was in the middle of quitting. And so, you know, in high school, when you're a senior and like you're getting towards the end of the year and you just kind of phone it in, that's what was happening pretty much. So in a matter of a week, this number just got thrown in the toilet. And this persisted for 3 weeks, which really, really hurt the sales for this firm, right? 3 weeks of bad book rate can really, really hurt the progress. They were still getting sales too, right? They were getting a sale here, sale here. This is their current week, which we have not filled in. But again, not to spoil the story, what we did was we hired an answering service, and the answering service simply answers the phone, gets the matter type, and books on the calendar. No questions asked. And there is an implication to that, right? You're gonna get a lot of bad people on the calendar. But right now, the focus is we need to make up for these 3 bad weeks that we just had and just get everybody in the calendar and try and close everybody that we can actually help, right? And so that's what's currently happening. And I put this in here because this is actually real data. They've already got 4 sales this week that we're in actually right now. I just haven't filled in their book rate, show rate, close rate. I calculated it separately, and that's why I know that it is 65%. And so in a matter of like 3 days in here, this person quit, answering service was hired, and the number almost doubled, right? So that is how long it takes to show up and actually emerge and tell you that you have a problem. I'd give it no more than 2 weeks, honestly. We identified it here, we just took time to fix it. And then fixing it, once you do fix it, you're gonna feel the bump immediately. Just as fast as it dropped off is as fast as it gets fixed. So hopefully that was helpful for you. If this is happening to you, let me know what route you go, who you hire for an answering service, and if they're good.